MovieWeb.com.
I'm from Buffalo. Drinking's a pretty obvious thing to do there. I didn't really know I was an alcoholic until recently.
This one's real important, Frank.
My drinking was interfering with my work.
Just make sure O'Leary doesn't get on that train.
In the past few years, movies like Boondock Saints have come out, which is about Irish pride. And then you have the Guy Ritchie films, which is about Cockney pride. Is this kind of your answer to that with the Polish pride? Or do you even consider that at all?
That wasn't probably
a thought.
Yeah, no, it really, one of the writers is, Chris is Polish and from Buffalo, and Steve is from San Francisco, so I think that's how we ended up with that configuration. And
but I'm very happy about it because I am Polish, and to see the Polish people represented as hitmen and mobsters, it's a good day.
Thing, yeah.
Well, that's what the path they seem to go with these kind of movies when they're like ethnic like that, is hitmen and all these.
Well, certainly for the Poles, anyway.
Sure, but hitmen, I guess, are a little more interesting because there's a wheel loose up there upstairs, and they're just kind of willing to, like, instead of.
Like if we were to do, Polish
bowlers,
kielbasa makers, that's not as interesting.
No. Well, do you think this movie is more about redemption or forgiveness? Or do you think you can't have one without the other?
I'd say it's the latter there. It's redemption and forgiveness, because you can't, I think part of the charm of the story is the guy's is looking for redemption, and
I'm not going to help you.
Okay.
I'm not going to help at all.
Okay. So yeah, it's a nice story about redemption, and certainly one of the components of redemption is certainly forgiveness. So.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm going to get in there, because the only thing about the forgiveness side of it is that what I think is endearing about the script is the lack of forgiveness. That it's not about that, at least in the relationship, this love story that exists between Frank and Laurel. That he's not asking her to forgive him his ways. This is, in fact, it's more of acceptance, just unconditional love and acceptance for exactly who he is. And the fact is, it's not only for who he is, it's that's sexy. That's a plus, that he can come out and say, I'm an alcoholic hitman.
Polish alcoholic
a
hitman.
Polish alcoholic hitman. And that the truth of that is what is so attractive.
Okay, well, do you think catching a good buzz actually helps improve, like, bowling scores in killing people? Like, if you catch a good buzz, you're kind of more a little concentrated. I mean, do you feel that?
Having not participated in drunk bowling or drunk shooting, I can't really comment, but I think in the film the comment is that it does not help your bowling score or your work as a hitman. Unless, did I totally miss something?
I think, yeah.
Because I could have,
I think, in fact, he gets drunk and almost shoots somebody. That's kind of seen as a negative thing.
Yeah, that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
That was a real...
But I get the feeling that it was helping him out as far as his job, not his personal life. Just kind of concentrate more and like.
I think when he.
Wait, what do you mean? Because he slept through a
but
job.
See, he let it go too far at that point. That's not a buzz. That's like.
What are you saying? So, you think that like a little buzz is good?
Just like a couple of beers and then.
Then he's well.
Too far,
I think firearms.
Sure.
I think firearms and alcohol is always a bad combination.
At what point in Ben Kingsley's career did you guys just look at what he was doing and go, that's somebody I will have to work with at any and all costs?
Oh, well, it was Gandhi for me.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's what's not to like.
Sexy Beast didn't hurt either.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty
House
great.
of Sand and Fog. That was pretty
good.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always, Mrs.
Schindler's
Harris,
List.
who's great there.
Schindler's List.
Yeah.
That scene where he walks away from the down the road after the guy's gotten shot. It's just powerful stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, he's on a very short list, I think, for everybody. I think he's top 5 guy you want to work with.
Okay, the AA meetings are really accurate from what I've seen and heard. Not that I've been there myself, but
Yeah, neither have I.
I'm just wondering.
Well, me neither.
Did you kind of try? It was one of your intents to kind of try to, if people are having a problem and they won't go to AA, were you trying to make them more comfortable with this film? Like watching this film would actually make somebody more comfortable going
No.
to those meetings?
No,
Please
I
say
think
no.
no. I think the whole
Because
point
if you
was.
say yes,
Yeah,
and
no,
say,
I
like,
don't-
that would be terrible.
I
I
don't
would
think
push
we-
you off your chair.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
go
we
ahead.
gave a lot of thought to like the fact that it was an AA meeting, other than the fact that it's kind of a great, I guess, kind of comedic situation for a hitman who has to be honest and reveal things about himself to be in a situation that's sort of truthful.
Okay, now why did you say you hope not?
Because I don't think there wasn't, I mean, the intention was to show, I think there was no winking. It's a comedic situation just because of the idea of a hitman coming into an AA meeting and revealing that truth about himself. But I think there wasn't ever an intention to sort of show this is the life of an alcoholic. I think what's great is that nobody was winking in the meeting. You know, it was comedically pristine, I thought.
It was kind of straight. Tried to be sort of straightforward. So if you had a guy goes to a meeting and says this, you know, we tried to, I guess, sort of film it the way,
Yeah.
you know, maybe the way it would happen, as much as you can.
All right. Well, great. Thank you. I'm done.
All right,
Thanks.
thank
See you
you.
later.
It was nice meeting you guys.
My name's Frank, and I'm an alcoholic. I kill people for a living.
Amen.
I know it's kind of a lot to swallow.
Here, go kill something.
Nobody's perfect, Frank. You got real talent. Now get out there and threaten to kill that city supervisor.
The first year, it's all about trying.
Does that mean you're my sponsor?
Does that mean you're asking?
Is this the part where we kiss?
To think I was nervous about you going on a date.